Today, I want to talk about something that nobody talks about and that I don't even talk about it as much as I probably should. We got to start realizing how much money we spend as Americans. And maybe other people in the other countries too, but specifically, I'm just talking about Americans. We spend so much money. We're like fiends to spend our money. And I'm just saying, sometimes you got to take a step back, really evaluate, and really think, is this like a luxury or is this a necessity? Because even today, I got some coffee, some donuts. I'm on vacation, so that's why I'm not in my usual spots. But that was like $5+, which isn't, to me, isn't that crazy, right? But you gotta think about it. It's like, dude, I don't know, man. It's like, does that really make sense? Like, this little piece of candy and some donuts and a coffee, and it's like $5. Like, I don't know. I just that's what I think about. I think about like how much we spend that we don't need to. And I'm gonna try to cut back, the whole, it's like a new trend. It's like a no buy 2025 type thing. I feel like that makes sense in this climate because it's like, or really, the sad part is it makes sense, right? But the truth is, nobody's got any extra money to spend. So no buy 2025 is like, it's just gonna have to happen because ain't nobody got no money to spend on all this crap that they want us to spend money on. Now, I will say, some people do have the money to spend. And technically, I do have the money to spend. I just will not be doing it. And I will refuse to do it. And honestly, the only reason I've been like spending a little crazy is because I'm on vacation. That's also another thing. We got to stop all these holidays and stuff that are meaningless. We got to stop spending money just to spend money. Like, even me, like, just because I'm on vacation, there is no reason to really spend more money. But I think it's just the stress that everything that comes with, one, going on vacation, but life in general. People will just spend more because they're so stressed. That's why I made up bulk paying off my debt. I had to move some things around, but I feel so much more freer, and I feel like in the future, this is the best decision. I realize even though I have money, I'm not a materialistic person, not to that degree. So like, I'll buy little knickknacks and stuff. Like, that's me. Like, like I'll spend money on BS. But as far as like upgrading my car, I don't know. That's pretty much it. I mean, I'm not really, I don't have enough money to buy a house, obviously, but I also don't want to take my investments and put it as a down payment for a home. I'm just not ready for all that. So besides my car, that's pretty much it. And I was thinking about getting a Tesla, but I'm honestly falling back from that idea quickly. But all I'm trying to say is, this has to be a no buy 2025 because we ain't got much of a choice. Now, I will say, this is something else that is super underrated. Once you're out of debt and you know how it is to be used, you can't really go back into debt. You get what I'm saying? Because if you know how to use credit, then you won't need to go back in debt because you'll know how to use the system to make it cheaper. And then if you do it that way, you'll inevitably just come out on top. That's what I'm trying to go for. I'm just trying to use my credit responsibly, get the little 2%, and then mix that in with some other stuff. And then I feel like I'd be winning rather than trying to do what I was doing in the past. And even, it's a long story, but all I'm saying is everybody needs to be fully aware of how they're spending their money. And I'll be honest, I don't have any excuses as well. Like, just because I went on vacation doesn't mean I get to just start spending money freely. But that's life sometimes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to talk about how we spend way too much money on reckless stuff, the stuff that we don't need, and it comes back to bite us very quickly. I also want to mention this too. Even though I bought some investments with my credit cards, I still feel like one, I didn't get the 6 month interest free thing that I thought I did. Maybe I did on the first purchase, but either way, none of that stuff I needed. Like, I mean, even though I got it interest free or whatever, some of the items, I still didn't need it. And it didn't make me any more freer. Maybe, quote unquote, maybe it raised my net worth. But that don't mean nothing. I realize once you have some type of money, the only thing that matters is freedom. That's the only thing that matters. And it's like we get lost in the just chasing stuff, because it's like, okay, well, I have the money. Well, I got to buy something, right? You don't have to. You don't have to. What you could buy is your freedom. That's what I'm on now. Yeah, so once I get back, it's going to be cheapskate mode. I implore you to do the same.